Parker left side. Lets it go from deep. Chamberlain pulls it in. Gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Oakley.
2 minutes.
And a quick look at the 2K leaderboard, showing which teams have really been controlling the glass over the last month.
And last month, this team was active on the glass, really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Here's Shake and Bake. He's scoreless. They get it again. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his second in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
Inside. Here's Chamberlain. And he jams it home with authority.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Pass to Spencer. A minute 15 left in the second. Parker outside. Here's Spencer. Puts up a 3, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Oh, he is feeling it. 3 trifectas here in the second quarter. 4 already for the game.
Here's Oakley. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Kamen shot is off.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Now here's Parker. Tight defense on him.
Full team foul. Oakley. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Shake and Bake. No points yet. Parker outside. Pass to Shake and Bake. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's House. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
16 seconds left in the second period. Shake and Bake misses. Here's Oakley. 10 points for him from the arc. Not going to go that time. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
They're getting a lot of looks at the rim, and that defense has no answer for it.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. The opponent just doesn't have the guys to stop you.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You take a look at the home team, they've really fought their way up the ranks. Few people saw this coming. This team has exceeded expectations, and so far, they've held strong with the postseason approaching.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's Chamberlain in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Here's Kamen. And he converts the layup. Give him 8.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Parker outside. Pass to Spencer. He nails it, and we're tied.
3 points.
Spencer's got 17 points.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Well, it's a miracle that pass wasn't picked off. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Oakley. Rebounded by Shake and Bake. Shake and Bake's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Spencer's got 19 points.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make. Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Shooting it well, around 55% for the game. To the inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. And he can't get the first one. And he can't hit the second. Got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Kamen. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Kamen's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Pass to Parker. Here's Spencer. Back to Parker. Here's Shake and Bake. No made baskets yet. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Kamen. Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. This one for 3. Kamen gets the bucket.
What a beautiful look. Attacking the defense and then kicking it outside.
Gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. They set the screen. Will it go? Oakley with a rebound. Gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Chamberlain passes to Oakley. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Shooting a nice 50% for the game. Back to Parker for 3. Oakley with a rebound. Oakley's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Away team foul. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
That free throw no good. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Parker. Inside. Here's shake and bake. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Come on, BA. He sure can rise.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Oakley. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Maverick. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul, second team
No
foul.
debate there. He got hammered.
So far in this game, he's 0 for 2 at the line. That one's off. He hits the second from the line. 1:50 left in the third quarter. Kamen passes to Oakley. Takes a 3. He drops it from range. He's got 11.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Fires the 3. The shot misses. Gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Kamen's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Pass to shake and bake. Here's Maverick. The 3. Rebounded by Kamen. Down low. Here's Chamberlain. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Parker passes to Maverick. Back to Parker. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Parker's got 13 now.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Kamen. Parker defending. Pass to Kamen. It's stolen. Here's House. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 12. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
Fourth quarter crowd, get up and make some noise.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And it's shake and bake in at the 4. Here's Maverick. Pass to Parker. A deep 3. Rebounded by Kamen.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
2 seconds. Away team ball.
Shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Here's Spencer. Pass to House. Here's Spencer. 6 to shoot. Launches it. Oakley with a rebound. Oakley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Chamberlain. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Pass to Spencer. Here's Maverick. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Well, you have to force a scorer away from his favorite place on the floor. In this case, you have to push him out or deny him the ball.
Kaman's shot is off. Gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Here's Maverick. Rebounded by Kaman. Kaman's got 4 rebounds now. Kaman passes to Chamberlain. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Back to Parker. Shake and bake. Pass to Parker. Here's Spencer. Out left to the wing. Pass to Parker. To the wing, right side. The 3 is up. Spencer, no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Counted from distance.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Here's Chamberlain. Here's Kaman. Goes again. And he lays it in.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
They set the pick. Here's Spencer. And obviously we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First personal foul, first team foul.
First one falls for him. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-backs legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs. Well, that's the problem, playing catch-up at the end. Every point matters, but at least it wasn't an empty trip.
And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is, and even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. Jacks up a 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
Here they come with numbers in transition. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Well, coaches love that hustle. Not only getting the extra possession, but then converting it.
Shoots a three. It's good from beyond the arc.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Buries it from outside. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's Kamen. Parker defending. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
The man in the middle. 6 feet 10 inches. Number 41. Number 41.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Johnson, also the natural out there. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. And for Toronto, GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got 2 outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled. Shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring it.
Holmes with it. There's the pick. 14 feet away. Rebounded by Vucevic. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Down low. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball. And he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's the natural. Last game we saw him score 13. And he lays it straight in.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. There's a good screen. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Knight wide open. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Yep, that one goes.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Johnson outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Back to Vucevic. Pass tonight. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. Toronto have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Back to Rose. Five on the clock. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. That's to Vucevic. Here's the natural. Johnson surveying the floor. And here's Vucevic. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
One-on-one fast break. Here's the natural. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Drives to the hoop, and it's in there.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Vucevic has screen on Rose. The natural to pass to Vucevic. The three from Johnson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Toronto trails by 3. To the paint. And slammed in for 2.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Vucevic the pass to Johnson. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Rose. He has yet to score. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Wilson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Rose, off target from the wing.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised too.
Here's Vucevic. No good from 11 feet. Wilson against Knight. Over to the wing. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 9.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Toronto ahead. They're up by 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Johnson is out there with the natural, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And for Toronto, sinks the three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
We've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Latrey, and no good. Gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Pass to Johnson. And And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. GA here about 3 levels score. But is it just 3 levels?
That's a great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. They set the screen. Now Rose hasn't made one yet. And it's off the back rim, no good. Has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Vucevic with the bucket.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Toronto trails by 5. Pass to Holmes. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bounce pass from Rose. And the 3-ball is good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Now here's Vucevic. Pass to Johnson. Knight looking for an opening. Back to Johnson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Guys, back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite 2-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Now here's Rose, still without a basket. From outside, off the mark. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Here's Knight, pass to the natural. Back to Knight. We've got 1:48 left in the first half, and the basket by Johnson.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Toronto trails by 9. Holmes with it. And stolen by Knight. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Johnson. Here's the natural. And here is Johnson. 10 points for him. A shot by Knight, no good.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move.
Well, I tell you what, he deserves to do some collar popping after that sequence.
Johnson outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Out to the right wing. To Holmes. Pass to Wilson. Covered by Johnson. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now Vucevic. with the drive. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just too good a player to leave open.
Second team foul.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Guys, when you compare against last year, I mean, this season has been a pretty painful drop-off in his free throw numbers. I mean, he's not making the key chances he's getting at the foul line.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of the game. The teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room to bring out the monitor.
The previous play is under review.
At this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so we conclude the first half. Leading by 8. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense, they're just playing harder, they're more physical, they're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for Toronto.
Right now, they're just losing the game at the stripe. I like to see them draw contact and get some freebie.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got the natural, also Johnson out there. And it's Knight in at the 3 spot.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Team foul.
Doing fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Johnson outside. Outside Knight. Wide open look. It's good. Knight's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. And we get a moment to check out the team scoring leaders.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Knight's got 10 points.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Vucevic with the block. And they recover it. Shot clock at 5. Here's Rose. And just miss after miss right now.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Here's the natural. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the line for him here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Now here's Rose. No scoring in this one. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
To the inside. Pass tonight. Here's the natural. Outside Knight. They set the pick. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Personal foul.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
That one misses for Knight. Toronto trails by 16. Holmes kicks to Rose. To Holmes. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Lets it go from 14. Rebound by Johnson.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Pass to the natural. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. A nice shot by Knight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And Vucevic kicks to Johnson. Knight for 3. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
3 points.
Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Wilson against Johnson. Rose surveying the D. Tries it from the top of the key. Johnson with the rebound. Gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
Here's the natural. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for him. Wilson against Johnson. Back to Rose. Inside. Off with the layup. Getting all 4 of the 3-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It could go. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. From 11 feet away, and he overshot that one, missing. With confidence, wow, 66% from the floor. The natural out there with Johnson. And it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. And you know, everyone's aware, Clark, of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different.
Rose with the ball. Here's the screen. And that one is hammered home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Outside Knight. Here's the 3. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Outside Wilson. Pass to Holmes. Out left to the wing. Rose in the post. The 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Johnson outside. Outside Knight. To the middle. Vucevic down low. Up and in on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
A shot by Wilson, no good. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Vucevic. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Vucevic setting the pick for Knight. Pass to Vucevic. Puts up a 3. No good that time. Toronto trails by 21. And here's Rose. Outside Wilson. Stripped it away. Pass to the natural. .141 left here in the fourth quarter. From past the arc, traps in the tray.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
Johnson can't get it to go. Not going to go that time. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Toronto ball.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Right side Rose. The visiting club takes the win on the road to come into an opponent's building.